Given h of x equals x minus 2 squared plus 4, what is the average rate of change of h over the interval -3 to 1? Basically, average rate of change just means if you take the total value at -3 and the total value at 1, and you average that over that interval of 4, it's going to tell you about how much you changed at each point. Now, I know a quadratic is curved, and so at every given point it's going to have a different rate of change than it does at another point. So an average just kind of smooths that out. It says if this was just going from point A to point B, straight to it, a linear kind of look at it, what would be the average rate of change? And so what I would tell us to do is let's look at -3. Let's find the value at -3. Look at 1, find the value at 1, and then we'll find the average change between those two. So at -3, if I plug that in, -3 minus 2 is -5. -5 squared is 25, plus 4 is 29. So at -3, the value is 29. At 1, the value is 1 minus 2 is -1, squared is +1, 1 plus 4 is 5. And by the way, if you type those in here and go to your table, let me get rid of that 0 there, and go to your table, you're going to see the -3 is 29 and the 1 is 5. You can find those exact same values that I was calculating on your calculator as well. Now the average rate of change means basically the slope. Slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2, 5, these are your x's, these are your y's. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that would be -24, and 4, -24 divided by 4 is -6. So in other words, even though it changes by different amounts each time, it goes down 9 and then down 7 and then down 5 and then down 3, you can take that and average that change over the entire interval, and you can see that it went down 24 total, and that's in 4 steps. From -3 to 1 would be 4 steps, so that's a change of -6 on average.